There's not much I can do for the Jayden Smith case.
Attack them, attack. Yap them, a yap.
I have searched, as Andrew Holden said, Jamaica, far and wide.
Police side, we are action pack.
And none of them, Jamaica, made any form of sense.
We no cuss, we no wear frock.
I attempted to do what I could have done despite the many confusions. And people are going to say that I, Andre Stevens, has become silent because I have been paid off.
Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus.
I believe that is a disservice to my brand. Knowing all too well that despite the confusion I was trying, one day said that Jayden was murdered in the house the Thursday night. Somebody came thereafter and said that Jayden was done something at the school. Then they came and said Jayden was a sacrifice.
Help. We key out of the letter.
Need your divine intervention.
There is not one single argument that is consistent with what is the proof or near truth. Nothing is even circumstantial evidence to one.
Attack them, attack. Yap them, a yap.
Not one of them have any bit of credibility.
Can you hear that?
What time is it? 1 p.m. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up.
Can you hear it?
March, ready, and march. Come make we march, all Jamaicans. We are one big family. Time come for deliverance. So make we march in unity. Whether PNP or liberals, broken loves all are we.
Welcome to another live stream, my people. I go by the name YaadBoss. If this is your first time seeing me on your screen, please subscribe to this channel. And as you make your way into this live stream, please like the live. So Andre did not stop. He continued to walk down the road of no return. The professor is actually saying that a real world professor does not have any credibility. Any credibility. You see, the thing is this. Some of the prayer warriors, them in the Jayden Smith movement say, YaadBoss, leave it alone. But he called our names again. Him come out again, my people. And him say, there is not even circumstantial evidence in the Jayden Smith case. That's what Andre came out and said, my people. And him have 8,000 people over there night in, night out, looking at him as the savior. Why didn't Andre just exit the Jayden Smith case peacefully? Why not? He had to attack the people them who are actually fighting for justice for a little boy that him and him own team say is not important enough. That is what his co-host said. We have bigger fish to fry. Jayden Smith case is not a priority. That is what his psychic said, my people. And he came on. He couldn't help himself. But let me tell you what happened. I want to say this before I get into the materials. As you come in, please like the live stream. Please like the live stream as you come in. Andre built his platform from the scratch. Him work hard. He is extremely talented. Very, very talented. Yeah. And I still am a big fan of Andre. When him go to work and him beat the labor rights, them him beat them. And him people them love him. But he made a misjudgment in this case. I know what set him off. I knew what triggered him. We have had conversation behind the scenes, and I told Andre point blank that I was going to release the recording that the person sent to me. I'm not going to show you what his response was, but he said to me, go ahead. It's your prerogative or whatever the word is. Go ahead and release it, sir. Him never say, YaadBoss, do me a beg you, don't release it. If he did say, okay, don't release it, YaadBoss, I would not release it. I would have come out and tell the people them say, Andre say, stop calling him no business about the Jayden Smith case anymore. I wouldn't release it. And he sent other voice note and him said I must release it to the people them. But I told him I was not going to release it. And I'm not going to release it. Because that is how me operate. I was hoping that this would have gone another way. But he keep on coming out, tarnishing people's character, saying that we don't have any credibility when we're trying to fight for justice for Jayden Smith. So what did Andre do? Andre went from a pit bull to a chihuahua to a defense attorney defending the murderers. Yes, I said it. He went from someone who the people them loved and adored, the pit bull, to a chihuahua, to a defense attorney defending murderers. That is what he transformed into Jamaica. He could have exited without any ruckus. Him have a big platform. Him could have said, sure, we no business with that. Yeah. But him can't help himself. And he should not be offended. Because he's the one night upon night called the leaders of our nation Jezebel, whole Butu from Coronation Market. That is him. He's a rebel. He's a rebel. The people them call him the defender of the less fortunate. But in this case, in Jayden Smith case, he is the defender of murderers. He said there's no circumstantial evidence in this Jayden Smith case. That's what he said. And he said, YaadBoss, Matto, Chat and Laugh, Surprise. Him never called, them call J Progress name too, you know. But we not gonna put J Progress in another one. J Progress have to watch the one where Ishmael say about him. Him say we don't have any credibility. So what he's saying that the entire movement don't have any credibility. That's what he's saying. That the people them will listen to Shanique and Wicked Mama, Mr. T, Demar, and the entire family, and Sisse, the people them lie and them fly down and them murder Jayden, him say, we all have no credibility. That's what he said. We have no credibility, my people. I'm wondering, because he received the recordings, and he also received recordings that is not in the public. I'm wondering if he started out with a clean heart, and then him go buck up in a something, and him say, no, so I can't try this a case here. I can't try this a case here. I have to go come out and tell the public something. And when come tell the public, when come tell him audience, him take him audience for idiot, you know. Him take Jamaicans for idiot, you know. Him come out and him tell the people them say, too much confusion. Like him a cast a spell over him people them. You know what, I play it again? You know what, I go play it in a second. Him tell the people them say, the bloggers them too confused. Him say, my professor. And he's on his way to give a speech in front of 700 people in Toronto. Congratulations. He worked for it. I'm not telling anyone over here in the YaadBoss community to unsubscribe from Andre. No, Andre earned his place in this media space here. Okay? Let's encourage him to grow and encourage him to do better. But I do believe in this case here, because of certain aspirations that he have in life, him saying can't take it on, and he handled his exit poorly. A savvy politician would have said, YaadBoss, you know, a YaadBoss. I bet he did lie to me. Come out and say, YaadBoss, you know what? Really and truly, me have a lot going on in a YaadBoss. And me just can't find the time to study the material. So you want tell the people them, say, boy, are you come out and you tell the people them that? So simple and easy, you know. So simple and easy. But I guess Father God had a different plan. He wanted Jayden Smith case to continue to soak the powers that be brain. Yes. So going on Andre's show and him coming out actually bring more attention to the Jayden Smith case. So for that, we are grateful. But him say, we have no circumstantial evidence in the case. No circumstantial evidence in the case. Now let's take a look at this. What him say. Let's take a look at what him say. Before I get into that, let me play this again for those who are just joining the stream. As you come in at the live stream, please like the stream I'm trying to figure out the actual time when to start because we have like some time difference. Okay, so I'm still working on the time to start. So as you come in, please like the stream, please share the stream as much as you can. Share it so we have more people coming in. All right, so let me play this thing again. It's a bad mix, you know. It's a bad mix. This is the words of Andre.
Here's not much I can do for the Jayden case.
Attack them, attack. Yap them, a yap.
I have searched, as Andrew Holness said, Jamaica, far and wide.
Police side, we are action pack.
And none of them, Jamaica, made any form of sense.
We no cuss, we no wear frock.
I attempted to do what I could have done despite the many confusions. And people are going to say that Andre Stevens has become silent because I have been paid off.
Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus.
I believe that is a disservice to my brand.
Just listen.
Knowing all too well that despite the confusion I was trying, one day said that Jayden was murdered in the house the Thursday night. Mm-hmm. Somebody came thereafter and said that Jayden was done something at the school. Then they came and said Jayden was a sacrifice.
Help. We out of the letter.
Need your divine intervention.
There is not one single argument that is consistent with what is the proof or near truth. Nothing is even circumstantial evidence to.
Let me stop it right there. So nothing is circumstantial. Keep on watching. Because tonight, we're going to educate the professor. Tonight, we're going to educate the professor, who is not a real professor. Tonight, he will receive an education in circumstantial evidence. Him same one turn an attorney. If him become a criminal defense attorney, me I run far from him. Far. Because me no want him defend me. No, sir. Let's continue.
Attack them, attack. Yap them, a yap.
Not one of them have any bit of credibility.
All we matter.
What time is it? 1 p.m.
Him say the whole away don't have no credibility. None of we know no credibility. So surprise said Jayden Smith was sacrificed. I gave him the facts of the case. The last sighting of Jayden Smith that he was seen exiting the back of Megamart. Matter go tell him say Jayden Smith was murdered in the house. Even if somebody go over there and say them see a madman taking Jayden away, it doesn't matter, Andre, what the bloggers told you, Andre. Jamaica see you as a brilliant scholar, but your interpretation and your approach on this case make you look like a fully dunce. Your approach in this case make you come out looking fully dunce. How are you going to use bloggers' testimonials to draw a conclusion? I did not listen to any blogger approach to draw my conclusion. I listened to the public statements from the family members over and over and over and over, because you have to listen to it over and over in order to plot. You know who I was tracking? Two people I was tracking. I was tracking Shanique and I was tracking Jayden. You know why? I look for the people them who had a motive. Who had the motive to harm Jayden? That's what a savvy investigator would do. No, it was possible that Jayden could have been murdered in the house on Thursday. The little boy foot broke. Them get mad, and even Andre said that. Them get mad, them beat him, can't breathe, and him dead, and then them cover it up. But there were so many sightings seeing Jayden Smith on Thursday. And that's where Shanique came into the picture. And Shanique lied to us about our arrival in Jamaica. She lied to us, and she told us that she arrived in the island on Friday, the 26th of September through Montego Bay International Airport. But Mr. T said he saw her. Just stay with me. We're going to come to the circumstantial evidence in a second. But Mr. T said he saw her at 9 o'clock. So we know that it is impossible for her to arrive at Montego Bay at 2 o'clock. So a savvy investigator, without having the access to the immigration records, would say, okay, if Mr. T saw Shanique at 9, which flight she come down upon? What are the possibilities? And that's how I went to work. And I found the flight that made it possible for Shanique to arrive in the island to meet Mr. T at the pharmacy at 9 o'clock. And this is the flight right here. It's a frequent flight coming out of JFK. Overnight flight. Shanique could arrive at Norman Manley International Airport between 1:20 a.m. and around 3 o'clock. And this flight right here would give Shanique the opportunity to get to Mandeville to see Mr. T at 9 o'clock. This right here, I don't need to see any boarding pass if I believe Mr. T's statement. I don't need to see the boarding pass. But the prosecutors, the people them who are investigating the case, obviously they need to see the boarding pass. Why nobody in authority can tell the public when Shanique actually arrived in the island? Why not? What is the secret? Them have to give up somebody, you know. Them have to give up somebody. The prayer warriors, them said there's going to be a confession. One person said there's going to be a confession by April 10th. That's what one person said. Right? But the evidence is clear. Circumstantial, Andre. But I guess you want some definition of what circumstantial evidence is. You want the book version of circumstantial evidence? This right here. Shanique told us that she arrived in the island at 2 p.m. This is an indication that Andre is getting live on the air. Shanique told us, and you received the recording, wicked boy. You received the recordings, but instead you're defending the murderers. You are defending murderers. That is what you're doing. And you're preaching and you're pontificating every day Today, them never call my name. He tried to call my name. But me tell them, if them call my name, they're attacking the mothers of Jamaica. The mothers who go through labor pain and bring them pitney for 10 months in them belly. This is not my style, you know. I don't walk around social media and make trouble with people. I don't do that. I try to unite people for a cause. And this is the approach that I've taken in the Jayden Smith case. And I'll continue to do so until people burn their bridges. Okay? I can deal with the toughest of characters. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit too kind. But when it comes time for me to cut, I will cut. I will cut. Everybody when I want around me must be like-minded. We can agree to disagree. I can tell somebody if they're doing something wrong. Vice versa, they can tell me the same. If them see me I do something with them not like, them let me know. And the same thing goes to everybody in the audience. You guys have my telephone number. The best way to get a response from me is to text me on WhatsApp. Okay? Send me a text message on WhatsApp. Send me a voice note on WhatsApp. I try to respond to basically all the messages. If you leave me a message if you call my number, you leave me a message, and get back, you have to understand that I run this show here and I have my own personal life. There's not enough time in the day to go through all those messages. So I apologize. If you call me and you leave me a voice note on the straight, right? Do that through WhatsApp. Download WhatsApp on your phone and you will get a response. Okay? You will get a response. All right, my people. I hope that this is going to be the last time that we're going to have any back and forth with Andre. I hope so. I hope so. Because it's not going to be beneficial to him. It's not going to be beneficial. And I don't want any problems. I want him to continue to shine because the boy talented. I want him to achieve his dreams. Him same one become like Tyler Perry, where him have his own studio and all them things. I want him to achieve that. I want him to achieve that. So continue to beat the politicians, them, Andre. And if you're not going to come on board and investigate this case properly, just don't say anything more because you're going to be digging a deeper grave. Just leave it alone and move on. You did what you could. You brought the attention on the case, which we thank you dearly, Andre. Sincerely. YaadBoss, thank you dearly. The people of the movement, thank you dearly. And let me say this, right? I'm going to go through the circumstantial evidence, but I'm just going to be quite honest with you. Because I don't want you to go over there and bash him too much. After we finish this, we're going to give him a pass. We're going to give him a pass. And this is why we're going to give him a pass. I've called upon a lot of people for help. It wasn't just Andre. It wasn't just Andre. And you know, my heart has softened up now towards him. My heart is softening up towards him. I believe he was stuck between a rock and a hard place when he looked at the evidence. I really do, because based on the conversations that we were having, I think he got stuck between a rock and a hard place when he saw who was involved. Because I call people even bigger than Andre. And he was the one who shed the light on Jayden Smith case. So when him say him genuinely wanted to help, that is true. When he said he genuinely wanted to help, that was true. I know he have his supporters over here. So this person came and said, wait, every day you depend on Andre name. How can you force someone to do what they don't want to do? Is Andre the law? Look how many people Andre helped. I'm not going to block you. Hopefully, you, what is that? Donna Mitchell, can look in at your soul, and hopefully you carried a child for 10 months and you felt what belly pain felt like. And then you would understand. Or you go and watch this live stream from the beginning, and then you will see the context of what the discussion is. Andre said that we are not credible and there is no circumstantial evidence in the Jayden Smith case. And this right here is the response to that. Well, 9 months, Maureen, but some babies take 10 months. Some 9, but some 10 months. We know it because I went through 2 of them. Yeah, some of them go all the way up to 10 months. But yeah. So I would say this, right? Hopefully, like, this is going to be the last time that we're going to discuss this. But I think he's the one that answered the call. But him buck up in a something. I'm not going to be the one to come out and just bash Andre like, oh, other people do it. No, that's not my style. That is not my style. All right. So, him say no circumstantial evidence, right? So a circumstantial evidence checklist. So this checklist shows what prosecutors typically examine before filing charges of nobody or circumstantial homicide cases. So what they must say, there's nobody. Because some people say, if you have nobody, you have no case, right? But then you have circumstantial evidence that you can use to charge somebody with first-degree murder, even without a body. Okay? So in most powerful circumstantial evidence, right, we have to identify the following, right? So we're looking at witness statements, phone location data, CCTV footage, school or taxi stand logs, text messages or calls, neighbors who saw the child. So let's take a look at what we know so far in this case right here. Witness statements. So these are the steps that the prosecutors or the police department, right, a credible police department, these are the processes that they would have to go through. Shanique says she landed at 2 o'clock and she arrived at the hospital at 7:09. So a credible police department would say, okay, let me call the immigration office and find out when the wicked girl arrived in the island. And Mr. T same see her at 9 o'clock in the morning. So a credible police officer, police department would say, no, sir, that's impossible. Why if you see her at 9 o'clock in the morning and she arrived at 2 o'clock? So that's where the investigation comes in. That's when you start gathering your circumstantial evidence, even though you believe that Jayden Smith run away. Once you see the wicked girl a plan a alibi, you know say something fishy, something not right. That is when she start to become a suspect. And then Mr. T same see the wicked girl again at 3 o'clock entering the hospital. And then Mr. T said that he made his first contact with the Newport Police Department at 6:30. But the wicked girl says she arrived at the hospital at 7:09. All of this lodging on my brain, you know. At 7:09, and her parents, Mr. T, wicked girl Ann, and Demar did not depart the hospital until 8:09. So a credible police department would say, 2 o'clock she land, him see her at 7. Him see her again. Him see her at 9. Him see her again at 3. And then she said she arrived at the hospital at 7:09, but he met us at 6:30. Right there, Shanique elevated herself to being the prime suspect in the disappearance of Jayden Smith, just based on that alone. Circumstantial, indeed. We do have anybody. Circumstantial, indeed, my people. Some people say there's no circumstantial evidence, but we beg to differ. That would be the words of people who are trying to defend murderers, to say that there's no circumstantial evidence, and saying that the testimonials from the bloggers are not credible. Let's continue. So the first set of people that an investigator would look at, they would look at Demar, they would look at Wicked Girl Ann, and they would look at Mr. T. That is the first, because the incident happened on Thursday. Okay? Shanique was not in the island on Thursday. So the police would like to know like exactly what happened in the household on Thursday, right? And then start building from there. So Jayden Smith was not murdered on Thursday, but the investigation would start there. And then that would lead you to the eyewitness sighting, seeing Jayden actually going into the taxi early Friday morning on his way to school. And then the police then would actually go to the school and get any CCTV footage from the school and check the attendance records for the teachers. Those would be the first initial steps, my people. Timeline contradictions. So prosecutors will compare statements versus objective records. So right now, we're actually teaching a class on circumstantial evidence. Some people call themselves professors, but they don't have real world professor training. Very simple. This case, very, very simple. Very simple to solve. I know some of our members, some of our subscribers don't believe in spirituality. I got a message earlier today from a caller say, boy, YaadBoss, me not really believe in the spiritual thing, Me believe say if a man chop me and if me chop a man I saw it going on, him not really believe in the spiritual part. But let me tell you something. You may not believe it now, but you are a spiritual being. When you really are going to feel it, when it really are going to hit you, you see, when it come time for you to draw your last breath, are you in the hospital and you battle for something? And you know, say, and if the doctor give you a sentence and say you only have 5 days or 7 days to live, that is when your spirit inside is going to come to life, my brother. And you're going to start calling upon the Almighty to save your soul, my brother. So the sooner you're able to get in tune with your own inner spirituality and know that there is a power that is bigger than us, it would allow you to navigate life with no worries, no fear. It took me some time to get to that place. I was in church, had a lot of questions, and I even asked Father God in this case here, why you allow the wicked girl to fly down from foreign and murder Jayden? The Lord give us free will. And probably that was the time for Jayden Smith to go. But the Lord will not allow his murderers, his killers to walk free. He will not allow his murderers to walk free. They're walking around now and they're in fear. Trust and believe, they are in fear. They have family members on live streams giving stories. They're still trying. They're still trying. I have eyes everywhere. Everywhere I have eyes. We see them, we hear them. And they're watching us. They're watching to find out how close we're getting to sending them to prison. But the decision to charge does not lie with bloggers. The decision to charge lies with even one credible politician in Jamaica. We don't even have one of them. Mighty God, we need a divine intervention. Boy, that line the body now. You have to give Andrew him credit, Him bad like him skillful, Him bad like yes, man. Not even one. All right, my people. All right. So let's go on the circumstantial evidence, right? What the police department would actually do in a circumstantial case like Jayden Smith case. We do have a body. We have an idea where them put the body. Yeah. We have an idea where them put the body. The people them who investigate have an idea where Jayden Smith body there. And if them put it right there, so them can't move it. It is going to be obvious. Because people are watching it day in, day out. If I write this, so then put Jayden Smith body, then can't move it. Can't move it. You're not going to find his body. You'll find bones. You're not going to find his body. You'll find his school uniform. You'll find his backpack. You're not going to find the body. Go and find bones. And have a strong feeling. Sister Carrion says she saw incinerator. And she also saw something else I'm not going to say. But my feeling based on the investigators within the YaadBoss movement, he was probably never burned. And that is the reason why the family members continue up to this day to throw diversions in our way. To throw diversions in our way. Yes. No time for calls yet, my people. No time for calls yet. All right, let's continue. We have established that we indeed have circumstantial evidence in this case. We don't need to find Jayden Smith's body to charge Shanique. Nope. And this right here that we're reviewing is broken down so everybody can understand. Everybody. You don't have to be a scholar. You don't have to be a wannabe professor. No. Simple people. Putting ones and twos together. And not taking anything, not even from me, right? Why would somebody come out and say there's no circumstantial evidence if you're not siding with the murderers? There's so many circumstantial evidence in this case, far more than Donnelly Donaldson. In Donnelly Donaldson's case, what was the circumstantial evidence? Why they went out and they protest? They heard of a settee, a couch, going to a car wash to wash. That's what they heard. And the mother said she spoke to Donnelly Donaldson at the apartment. Noel Maitland was her boyfriend. Yeah, so what if she was at the apartment? That's it. And rumors of fights between Donnelly Donaldson and Noel Maitland, baby mother. That is it. Nobody foot never broke. No mother never hungry. Come down with her blood a boil. None of that. Jayden Smith case. Shanique. Pitney broke in femur bone. Then rush him go hospital. Jayden Smith was at the hospital. We just are giving you the trail, you know. What the people them saying, you know. So there's so much that the police them can. Track the wicked girl lie. Where did Noel Maitland say? Noel Maitland say, yes, indeed, his girlfriend was there at the house, but she left and he never saw her again. But Shanique lie. Shanique concocted this story with the wicked cousin, Tommy or Cammy, whatever she want to name. The wicked mama saw Shanique first early Friday morning, so all she a go to jail too. Let me just stay tuned. She will be charged for obstruction of justice. So she going to jail too. She a go jail. Romaine a go jail. Wicked girl Anne a go jail. Shanique a go jail. Tommy a go jail. Because them are a go jail. The only one that may spare jail, may not go to jail, is Mr. T. But if Mr. T know exactly what happened to Jayden now, he better become crown witness and save himself. I hear J Progress was saying, Mr. T, come out and do the right thing and tell what you know. Me wouldn't recommend you go down and no police station nowhere in Jamaica, give no statement. If you want, go directly to the DPP, do an interview with a trusted blogger first, and tell the blogger, do not release the interview until you go down to the DPP and go give a statement. When you go down to the DPP and you go give your statement, wait and let's see if they're going to do anything. And if they not do nothing, then you instruct that blogger to release your testimony. To release your testimony. Jamaica can't so bad and corrupt. The land that I love can't so bad and corrupt. Not even one. Not even one. And a politician even have the nerve, when such man was saying, them two bagger, that's what I'm saying about we, we two bagger, and we all over the place, and a politician actually calling right away, and say them two bagger. And where them a hide? And where them do to Jayden? What is it these people are hiding? Them say no circumstantial evidence. Let's continue. So we're going to finish this, right? And then I'm going to open the phone so you guys can call in. This is going to be the final response. And hopefully we can bury the hatchet and we all continue to fight for justice for Jayden Smith. And they go on their merry way to build their media empire and lead the flocks astray. All right? Lead the flocks astray. All right. So what the police then would use, right? They would actually look at their phone records. They would look at immigration records, CCTV footage at Megamart and Little Caesar, at the hospital, wherever. And so when they mention it, the man say, no, you never get no from the hospital, them, because the hospital, them, chaka. Hospital logs, pharmacy receipts, or the CCTV footage. I ask the people of Jamaica, the members of the YaadBoss community, this that I just list, aren't these circumstantial? If we can place Shanique in the vicinity when Jayden Smith was still alive, immigration records, phone records, CCTV footage, hospital logs, pharmacy receipts. These are circumstantial evidence tying the wicked girl to the area ready and available to murder Jayden Smith. charge her, lock her up. Case is closed. I tell you, Shanique's contradictions. So now Shanique says she arrived at 2 p.m., right, in Montego Bay. But Mr. T claims him see her at 9 o'clock. And then he also saw Shanique again at 3. And then there was a driver, her brother, that was spotted with Shanique when Shanique made her final return to the hospital. And if they're watching tonight, they're going to say, Ross, no. Sorry for the cursing. How YaadBoss know that? Listen. Let's not elaborate on that. Because I know I have my sources in the chat watching me. And I may get a call and say, YaadBoss, you gone too far. But let's leave it as that. Okay? The driver who came back to the hospital and dropped off Shanique. Those are the two suspects. Shanique, the driver, those are my two prime suspects. And also the two prime suspects in Sister Carrion's vision. A lot of people says Demar was there too. But in order for YaadBoss to place Demar there, I need to know if Demar left the hospital after that 3 o'clock sighting from Mr. T. If he left the hospital with Shanique, that will be up to the investigators. I can't place him there. I can't place him there. I tell you no. My objective is not to send people to prison if I can't prove so them involved. That is not how I work. I don't be like, what if this and what if that and hypotheticals. No. If it not add up, I'm not going to be joined for straws. So the only person that can place Demar being on the crime scene, because so far Demar is not lining up with the vision. And I know a lot of people say, you just depend this vision. A lot of psychic solve cases, you know. We never know, say the CIA had a program where them use psychic to solve cases. We never know that. Demar is not in the vision. The vision had wicked girl Shanique, the brother Romain, and the vision also have Romain confessing, because right now Romain is feeling remorseful. And my instinct and my gut listening to Demar, I can't place him there murdering Jayden. I'm going to get a lot of beating. Some people said he confessed to a 17-year-old. Me tell you, I listen hours upon hours upon hours of tape. Hours upon hours. And he kept on saying this Pertrude. He kept on saying with the Pertrude, I wait. With the Pertrude. But the more I investigate, the more information that I get. The murder did not occur at the home that he lived in. I'm 50-50 on the off Perth Road. But the other location is much, much higher on the list. Much, much higher on the list. Remember, my people, this is how we go to work because we're dealing with life and death. For some people, it may be a joke. It's not a joke. It is not a joke. Somebody was murdered and people are fighting hard not to go to prison. You don't understand what I just said a while ago? Somebody was murdered and people are fighting hard not to go to prison. So if we in social media don't really have the evidence to place the person on the crime scene, we should not do that. And me tell the members of parliament and the DPP, because me hear it over and over, day in, day out, the longer we wait to at least investigate the case and tell the public something, jungle justice, that's all me have to say. All me have to say. Jungle justice. And we don't want jungle justice. We don't want jungle justice and somebody innocent go lose them life. But back to Sister Kieran vision. Sister Kieran said she saw 2 persons murder Jayden, a man and a woman. And the woman was hungry, so we know the woman was Shanique. The man was Romain. Demar is not a man, Demar is a boy. And then she said she saw the principal. She never said she see the principal. Let me correct that. She said the name principal keep on coming up. The name principal keep on coming up, and she was wondering if somebody in the community named principal. What was the role of the principal? Shonda, I know you're in this chat here. I need you to come and let the people them know the role of the principal. What was the role of the principal? What was the role of the principal? My people, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to finish this in a second. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This fight that we're fighting, you may have to do some negotiations. Because someone very, very powerful, him not just a principal. He is not just a principal. It's not just a principle. And it's not Shanique and them make this investigation not going anywhere. Someone got their hands dirty. Someone big got their hands dirty. Someone high get them hands dirty. High. Even Kevin Smith them take down. Big Kevin Smith get take down. So much circumstantial evidence against the wicked family. Somebody high. All right, my people. So this is the linchpin right here. A prosecutor must show that the suspect had access to the victim. The prosecutor need to track wicked girl Shanique, and they need to track Jayden and show that the wicked girl was in the area and available to murder Jayden. All them need to prove is that the wicked girl had access to Jayden. Them not have to see her picking him up and murdering him. No. That is why them need to pull the flight record. See the flight there where the wicked girl come on. See the flight there. JetBlue overnight from JFK to Norman Manley International Airport. See the flight there. I'm talking about that flight for months upon months, and I know Shani can't come out and show us our boarding pass. I know she can't come out. She guilty. Guilty. Can't sleep at night time. Romain. Come talk, Romain. Come talk. So all the prosecutors have to do is to place Shanique in the vicinity. Because she lied and she concocted the alibi. She thinks that she's smarter than the whole away. She lied. If the stupid idiot girl did not lie, she would have get her with crime. She would have get her with Jayden murder. When you hear me say to you, if the wicked girl did not think she was smarter than the entire Jamaica and just tell the truth, Shanique Lawrence would have gotten away with murder. Tell me if I lie, me I tell in the comment section. Tell me if I lie, me I tell in the comment section. How the people them knows she have a protection turn up. Shanique protection turn up. We never seen nothing like this yet. Our protection turn up. Why lie? If your protection turn up, probably she never know how powerful our protection was. Even big top blogger Pitbull turn Chihuahua and turn defense attorney. Our connection turn up. I have to repeat myself. You know why? because they come out and them say we don't know what we are doing. Them say we don't have any credibility. And that is the reason why we're addressing this tonight. Then say the well we fool, and we not have no sense. But a who fully dons? Is either them fully dons or they are protecting murders? Yeah, is either them fully dons or they're protecting murderers. Crazy. So let's look at the charges that the prosecutors can actually levy on these wicked people. Shanique. The first one is murder. If evidence proves intentional killing. Does the circumstantial evidence prove intentional killing? Possibly. Because we know our heart was boiling. We know our head catch a fire when she find out the pitney foot broke. And she had ample amount of time to calm down before she pick up Jayden. So yes, I would say charge the wicked girl with murder. And not only that, she came and she lied to us. Charge the wicked girl with murder. The next one will be manslaughter. If death occurred during an accident or reckless conduct, she can plead manslaughter. She can plead manslaughter. But don't be surprised that if they investigate it, they don't charge her with murder, them charge her with manslaughter. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Because them looking at her, them are going to say, but she's so soft-spoken. She don't look so rough. She don't look like a murderer. But if a manslaughter, we would take even a manslaughter in this case just to get closure for Jayden. The next one will be child abuse causing death. If the victim died from discipline or neglect. Not that one there. Accessory after the fact. So that means they might help hide a crime. Wicked girl and charge with accessory after the fact. She first see her pitney. The one when name Tommy or Cammy she name. This is where Demar would come in if you can't place him right at the murder scene. Because if him sister confided in him, then charge him with that. The next one will be conspiracy. 2 or more people working together to conceal a crime. So, to such man that say there is no circumstantial evidence in this case, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence in this case. We can conclude class right now. We can conclude class right now. Let me put the telephone number on the screen, my people. Please like the live stream. And if this is your first time seeing me on your screen, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Just give me a second while I'll put this up on the screen, and I hope that this is the last time that we're gonna address such man, because if him call me name again, I would have to respond. My people. All right, so let me see here. Let's put this on the screen. 646 529 1535. 646 529 1535. Yes, my people. Calm, cool, and collected. Don't have to be loud. Don't always have to be animated to get your point across. Right? All right, let's see here. Good night, YaadBoss and family. Blessing, peace, and divine favor. Look out for surprise. Surprise is going to come with the divine blessing. When surprise comes, must it like, is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. Surprise is up tomorrow. Yeah, surprise will be up tomorrow. Maureen, big up yourself. Good night, YaadBoss and family. Big up yourself. Linda, big up yourself. Linda Jennings, a member. My people, do me a beg now. Please consider becoming a member of the YaadBoss community. In the membership forum, I try to do maybe a video a day, most likely like in the morning, like any updates, like anybody where this is the only attack I'm gonna come out and I address publicly. Others are going on, but there's another one, but I don't think I want to I like that one. I'm still contemplating. Yeah, maybe I'll just let that one just die in the winds. Yeah, but if you want to see what's going on, you can. I posted one this morning, right? That's a development in the case, right? You can check that one out. Become a member and you can check. It's available for all the channel members. Yeah. Good night, YaadBoss. Your Highness, okay. You are a godsend. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying. Listen, this work that I'm doing is not easy, When you think it easy, you have to stay prayed up every single day. You have to stay prayed up. It's not an easy fight. Imagine you're trying to put people in prison. The gravity of this. Somebody murder somebody. And you try to put them in a prison. Them not go fight. Them not go just go to prison. So. Hello, good night. YaadBoss speaking.
Yes, YaadBoss, I've been watching you and I must commend you on the good work that you're doing for Jayden Summit.
Yes.
And one other question that I would like to ask, I heard you said that you can pinpoint the mar on the crime because you haven't seen where he's. But one other thing that I heard he said we were at Pert Road all along away for Jayden. So I'm like, who are we?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So maybe somebody put him at Pert Road to do their dirty deeds. But at the same time, I think he has an idea what happened and he knows about it. So
yeah.
I think they should all question all of them. And it's just so sad. And I was also watching the live with you talking about how Andre talk about it's over, don't do anything. And what you're saying is that he has some kind of person waving something over his head because he came up big, bold, and bad, and all of a sudden he just shut up. So what is that all about? So I mean, it's just crazy because I follow you guys. I spend hours just like watching all the lives and see what happened and all of that, and it's just like it's a tough fight. But I just want to tell you guys that don't give up. Don't give up, because like you said, the young lady that her boyfriend killed, and they just find him guilty. It's the same thing. It might take long, but God is gonna give us our reward. And for that Ishmael or whatever his name is to come out and say that he has bigger fish to fry, that is dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
That is really dumb and stupid.
Today he was blaming the devil. He was blaming the devil.
And he's a devil. The devil works through people. So if you put yourself in a position for the devil to use it, then the devil is going to use you.
Yeah.
But I've been following you guys, and you guys are doing surprise, J Progress, Motto, and all of that. And one of the things that I also hear from his mouth said that he called to talk to Jayden mom.
Who is that?
Jayden mom curse him out.
Oh yeah. So that's also a factor too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, maybe she smelled the rat. You weren't up to no good. He wasn't up to any good. So that's why she said, you know what? I'm not gonna waste time talking to you.
Spiritual
but keep up your good works, and
discernment,
I can just see the love and the passion that you have in this case. And because of that, God is gonna reward you for that. So just keep up your good works, YaadBoss, and big up yourself.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Cool.
Bye-bye. Yeah, the Perth Road, them are, I mean, I go back and forth with this, right? Because, yeah, some people, they really have, they really say that Demar was involved, right? But I'm just not 100% certain. Some people, they really have. Yeah, turn down your TV, please.
Yeah, YaadBoss.
Hey, good night. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm the one that texted you the information earlier.
Okay.
I have a song.
Yeah.
That one of your guys were texting you. He made a song on Jayden Smith.
Yeah.
I sent you the link.
Oh, you sent it? You sent it to me?
Yes. Novid_53. He made a song. He was telling you he made a song for Jayden Smith.
Okay, I'll check my message. Okay, if I don't put it on the ear, right, tell him to send it again. Okay.
He was right there in the live. I sent it to you.
In the live stream? No, send it to my phone. Don't send it in the live stream. Send it to my phone.
No, I did. I did send it to your phone.
Okay. I'll check.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. He was just in the live trying to tell you he made a song.
Oh, okay.
Very nice song.
Yeah, I'll see if I can check it out, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye. Yes, my people. So the phone line is open. My people. Call in. All right, let's see this. Big up yourself, YaadBoss. Love and blessings to you. God straight. Yes, we can't leave out God. Justice, we say, still, for Jayden Smith. Yes. You can't hear me? When you can't hear me, I'm coming. I don't understand that one day. At 8:09, you say you can't hear me. Hello, good evening. YaadBoss speaking.
Good evening, YaadBoss. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Blessings to you. Thank you again for all you're doing for Jayden.
Yes.
And Andreen. I know that Andreen is very broken, and I know she's going through a very difficult time, but I know that Jayden's siblings has also been asking her, about Jayden. They're well aware of who Jayden was.
Right.
They have also been feeling this pain.
Yeah.
I can't imagine going through to all of his friends in that school and why the Ministry of Education waits to show up at the last minute. And just hear where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Jamaica is a fairly big place, but that is still small enough that you can drive to certain places and certain counties in a day. And whatever the schools should be regular checks for any issues that are going on. We've heard all of the things from his peers about him coming into school. He was actually being abused, and they showed it with cocoa on his head or black and blue eyes. We can see how small he is, so we know he was definitely being starved. I mean, not necessarily that kids mightn't be small, but from what the neighbors said, with she having Jayden one day when the aunt left him in her care, he was scared to get food, and that's because, you know, he was not privileged of having that and being comfortable to eat as much as he wanted home. But the Ministry of Education should be doing enough welfare checks. Just to take this incident happened with these two kids the other day in Ocho Rios, where the other kid lost his life. They showed up right away at that school.
That's a good point.
The kid died. But Jayden has been missing for nearly 6 months, and they have not showed up to that school.
Yeah, but answer the question. Answer the question. But you can answer that question, Carla.
That thinks that Jayden.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, what I'm saying,
what I'm saying, what kind of people do we have here that they can see a little boy like that disappear, and the Ministry of Education does not come in? We don't hear anything about an investigation going on about Jayden. Nothing has been said. And not only that, there's been no counselors provided for those kids that are missing their schoolmates. Again, the Ministry of Education is not doing enough in this situation. You know, and we're talking about a human being here. You're talking about a brilliant little boy. You're talking about a human being. Most of those people in these high positions are parents. What kind of soul and heart does these people have?
It's rough.
That they cannot come out and have compassion and do their job. Tell me. What kind of thing is this? I don't understand it. It blows my mind. It blows my mind to think that this could actually still be happening in a place that continuously gets awards for tourism. Number records coming in as one of the best places to come and have a vacation. But yet such evil is going on, and the top government has closed their eyes and wants no justice for this little boy. What did he steal from them?
It's
rough. What did he do to them that they believe that just because he came from a poor family, he doesn't deserve justice and doesn't deserve to be remembered? I am blown away by this. I'm blown away. And I'm really attacking the ministry because of this, because I think I need to cry shame on them. Shame on them. They're like the cops. They show up when things are already too late. Too late. What about being proactive? What about checking these schools to see if their children in those schools are having problems at home, and they set the rules or address the issues and try to iron the things up before it becomes a murder or becomes a disappearance. I am really, really broken for Jayden. I hurt for his family.
Someone in the chat.
Because Jayden was brilliant. He was a smart student.
Someone in the chat is asking, when is the march?
The march with changed from this month till next month. And the reason being for that was because I had some complications with some treatment I had, and I may have to actually travel back overseas for it. So I pushed it back until next month, at the end of next month. But I am also trying to arrange, because I've had a couple of calls come to me and say, look, you're not in your hometown. You're in a hometown where drive-bys are very prevalent. And you have to be extremely careful. You have to know exactly what you're doing and who is going to be a part of it. So I'm still trying to put things together to make sure that we can work all the ironies out. And of course, a lot of people have come back and said, don't do the march at the Emancipation Park. Do it at the DPP office, which would carry a lot more weight and so forth.
Listen,
but
listen to me for a second. Listen to me for a second.
All of that, I do believe that we need somebody on the soil that would sort that out more rather than me, because I am not from there.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm still, my heart is all there to do everything right and to get everything sorted. But I'm still working on all of that. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me get another call in. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll talk another time.
Take care then, YaadBoss, and thanks again.
All right. Bye-bye. Yes, my people. Phone line is open. So the march reschedule. You see, when you're planning this march, right? It's good to, you have the ability to peacefully protest. That is your right. Okay? In this Jayden Smith case here, nobody is going to harm you if you go out and go protest. I don't think so. Because remember, you have media, you have social media. Yeah, nobody's going to harm you. You just got to be brave and go out there. If you want justice, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. But I do understand the fear. I'm just a fearless person. Phone line is open, my people. Phone line is open. Let's go through some of these. Somebody say, I'm not going to read some of the comments. Them I can't read some of the comments them without cause. Okay. And okay, we're done with such man now, so I don't want to read any more of the such man comments. Phone line is open, my people. Call in. And please like the live stream. And please subscribe to the channel. I posted a video with a message from Mata. You guys can check that one out. I'm sure all of the channel members. What is this now? Hazel Sweet is a channel member. I'm sure she saw that. I saw she made some comments earlier on that video. She's not playing. I can't read that comment, Hazel. I can't read that comment. Ay. So God will be our defender on Jayden Smith case, yes. But let me tell you, man, I know that we're upset, The only thing that I didn't like was how the exit went, But a lot of people afraid for come on the case, but he did, he did highlight the case. Welcome to YaadBossTv. You're live on the air.
Yes, YaadBoss is that I'm a regular viewer of your program.
Yeah.
And I think you're doing a fine job, and Surprise News is phenomenal. I would like to touch on just two questions that I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah.
Is that the lady, the person who called off the search, you remember that search?
Yeah.
The person who called off the search?
The family.
That posse that was that the group that was searching, they were close to where Jayden's body was.
Yeah.
When that search was called off. And after that, they went and moved the body.
Oh.
That's you understand? When the search was called off, okay, that person pretended as if they were related to the you know, those people that did it.
Yeah.
But in all essence, they were not. They were part of the group that did it. And when the search party was about getting right to where Jayden's body was, the woman said, call off the search, we don't want more search. They called off the search. And that's what I have a problem with. That's where my problem came in. I could let everything else go, but as far as that is concerned, I'm really, really concerned about that. And I hear nobody ask that question. Who called off the search and when and how close we were to discovering the Jayden body.
That's a good point.
In a sense, that's my call on it. Is that my name is Alva.
You live on the ear now. You don't have to give your name. You can just text me your name.
Well, I've been wedged to my program. I'm living in the States, and I mean I can't watch anything else but Jayden. I can't. I mean it's like it's so upsetting to think that a woman could come down from America, come to Jamaica, murder somebody, and go back to America and never get caught. Come on, no, we can't allow that to go on. We can never allow that to go on, because if that ever do go on, is that what's going to happen is that people are going to keep doing it, and it's going to be a continuous thing. Okay, so we don't want that to take precedent. We want justice. Okay. Thank you very much for allowing me, and I hope that you get some insight on that. Please bring that up about the person who's called off the JD search. They know that they were moments away from discovering his body, because they could not take him so far and so out of reach that nobody can find him.
Because where they were, I believe they were searching off Perth Road. That's where they call off the search from, right?
That's where JD was, because they couldn't have taken him that far. They couldn't have gone that far with him. You understand? So he was right there when they said call off the search. And when she called off the search, she knew that, I mean, the march party was coming up on his body, and they don't want it to be found. So what they did was call off the search right there. It stopped. Is that we go no further? Then they had the opportunity to go move it. You understand? That's what I think. Now, I mean, there's speculations and there's speculations. That's my speculation.
Yeah, okay? I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, we're all trying to investigate the case.
But
you know what I'm saying?
If you put things together, I mean, speculations put things together. Okay, and when you speculate, and the amount of speculation that came in and all that kind of stuff, is that if the police was doing their job, they would have picked up on it, and it would have been solved a long time ago. You understand? And don't you forget, as much proper as I give you, okay, I give J Progress a hell of amount of J Progress is man, he told you who Andre was before he ever. That's why he didn't go on Andre's show, because Andre was listening to what you guys said, and he worked on that. And instead of coming up on anything of his own, he didn't come up on anything of his own. And guess what? He stumbled into something that he can't manage. So his only thing is to discourage other people from going. He cannot manage this because there are bigger heads above him, and since he have this aspiration of being a politician, is that people said to him, look, if you ever touch this, you know, is that we gonna make sure that you don't never see parliament. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why he backed out. He's not all, and I hear you giving him a lot of prop. I know your technique, you know, you know your technique, but is that he don't deserve all the prop that he's getting. You understand what I'm saying? He's been lucky with the girl's case. He's been lucky, but he's not, because he's such a. You have more investigative ideas than he does. You know, so I'll give you, if any prop I should give you. I mean, I should give anybody. I'll give you and J Progress the biggest respect in the world. Okay, And Sir P is okay too. I mean, but I mean, your progress, and you is that from the very first time I saw you, I never stopped watching you. Every time I see you, I watch you. I just didn't become a member or anything, but I'm telling you, I'm close to it. Okay, but keep up the good work, and I'm looking forward to justice. I'm looking forward to justice.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you. Okay,
thank you.
Really, really do. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. You see, one day. Shanique is watching. We have Jamaicans home and abroad with integrity. That's what we have in this YaadBoss community, you know. Jamaicans home and abroad with integrity. Who want to see justice for Jayden Smith. We have a lot of good Jamaicans. A lot of good Jamaicans. I love my people, you know. I love my people gone to bed. I live overseas. And let me tell you, when I go into the stores and me hear my Jamaican, like me hear them attack, me just smile. And most of the times, I go up and me introduce myself. I live in an area that there's not a lot of Jamaicans. But it doesn't matter, you know, you always find one. You always find one. Majority of us are law-abiding citizens. And that is the reason why I'm like, why Jayden Smith case is not a priority? Why? But we all know the answer. We all know the answer. There is one person, probably more than one, that is probably an untouchable. Some people say there is no such thing as untouchable. But there is. There is. Good evening, YaadBoss. You're live on the air.
Yeah, YaadBoss. What's going on, my brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm good as human. I'm trying to get you something time, man. Seems like I'm lucky enough to get this night.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm listening to your show since the first night. Jayden went missing. I'm on this story for the longest time, as long as it go on. No, my concern, man, is like I don't know what's going on with Jamaica. The justice system doesn't work for poor people. Doesn't work for just for some people, you know. So I don't know. What I want to tell you that I want you guys to continue this fight because I'm right behind you. I got your back everywhere I can. So this is something that we must get justice for. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We're going to take it down to the election day. We're going to take it until the first election. If election take 5 years, we're going to take it on to 5 years until election day. Because this kid was lost his life for no reason of his. These people are they are the heart of a lion, and lion kill to eat, but they don't kill. They kill, but they don't eat. So I don't know what's going on with that. So and I'm glad to get you on in the ear, man, to let you know that I got your back. I appreciate your move. My heart goes out for you. You can't get justice. This other guy who was on there he's called Andre. You know, the first time I heard Andre on the air, I'm like Jay Progress. I would say it was no good. Because why I said that? Because the question he asked that I don't recognize that. Why do you think Jayden is so important? That's the question that really got me.
Oh, who remarks that?
Who asked Matt, was it Matt?
Matt thought that why you so interested in Jayden Smith case?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the question he asked, and I was like, if he asking that a question, he shouldn't ask that kind of question. He should be asking. You should be interviewing the people who is the suspect before he asks these questions to all the people and who is for the justice. So losing him right now, I think he doesn't lose anything important. We're gonna move on to a high, bit higher level. And the government of Jamaica have to do something to take care of, protect our kids. We cannot go in our lives. We'll end up with all old people in the country and no young kids. Nobody take over. Jayden Smith was looking for aiming high. He was aiming high as far as what I heard. That kid was aiming high, and they take him out like that. Another thing, Denmark, right? I remember in the first interview they said Denmark said he was in the car. That's the car that he was in. He was in the car, and Jayden recognized him. That's why he gets in the car, because Jayden, that's the only person recognizing the car. So he's in it too.
Oh.
I think he has something to do with it. He played a big role in that, man.
Yeah.
Remember, he said he called Jayden Smith's number when he went missing. He called his number. Why he called me? Just to cover his shit.
Yeah, he called his number, and he also called one of Jayden's friend too.
So he know what's going on. So he called that number to try to cover his eyes. So he like nobody take his eyes off him.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going on with them right now. But as I said, we have to keep fighting for justice. I'm not going to stop listening to your show. I'm not going to stop and follow you every night. If I don't see you one night, I like, what's up with Jay? With YaadBoss, I don't know if he's
I have chat. No. Sometimes you will see Chat and Laugh. So Chat and Laugh is here on Tuesdays and also on Saturdays.
Right? I was watching Chat and Laugh last night.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I try to do like a show every night, because I can't do it every night, right?
I understand that. I heard you said that last night. I heard you said that last night. I watched you came on right after Chat and Laugh left. You took over, and then you left a few minutes after that.
Yeah.
So I'm not a stranger to this. I watch you every night.
I
watched Great Progress yesterday all day. Then I watching you. I was like, I hope justice gotta come out of this somewhere, somehow. We gotta get some kind of justice.
Yeah, man. J Progress. I'm a big brother, even though I might be older than J Progress, but
I know he's also a fighter, man.
Yeah, man.
He's an emotional fighter, man.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, if you and J Progress stay on this, if it takes 10 years from now, we should see some justice. And we should, as you says, to see the wicked girl, the silver bangle walking off the plane. We want to fight them. We want to be there with them.
And you see the unique thing about the people them in this movement, right? They are working even harder than us bloggers, gathering the information, We have some real ninjas behind the scene. So it's not just us.
We need them. Don't forget about the one that jump off the limb, branch away. We're gonna find bigger and better person to take over.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any bigger than but you and J Progress right now. You're the two and what's the other guy name was on the other night?
Surprise.
Yeah,
Surprise at the OG. He's a spiritual boss.
He's a spiritual finder, man.
Yeah.
With him,
you
and J Progress and the public who is going with you guys,
we
get justice.
Yeah, Surprise will be on tomorrow night, me and him.
Yeah, I'll be watching.
Yeah.
What the next thing you're gonna have to try to do, I mean you can't do it, but we're gonna try to organize a march at least once or twice, once a month or so, that put pressure on the government.
Yeah, I'm reaching out to somebody in Jamaica just to get like a temperature feel, right?
Yeah.
Because I know somebody in Jamaica who have a lot of connections, right? He's not a media person, but he can give me like a read of like what's going on, as far as like a monster march. But I do believe a march in front of the DPP would make sense, right?
I think it would make them. It might help. If to raise the temperature a little bit,
Yeah.
so they could see that people need justice. And this is not only going for Jayden Spittle, it's going for all the kids that are missing that nobody knows nothing about.
Yeah.
This is a wake up call for kids' justice right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
A wake up call. And if we stop, gonna keep going on and missing kids and just go behind the wall and just paste the picture on the wall and that was it.
Yeah, the people them won't allow me to stop because remember when I wasn't coming live every night, them no stop call me, them no stop message me over there on TikTok, say YaadBoss, because I didn't have a telephone number yet. Them say YaadBoss, where you there?
Yeah, I was saying the same thing when I don't hear what a couple weeks ago. I didn't see what I was like.
Yeah.
I was like, I got worried. I said, Jay, is YaadBoss dropped the case or what? Like, I don't hear him. Then it's 2 nights later, he popped up on my phone. I said, oh, thank God I saw him. He's a YaadBoss. What? I said, yeah. I jumped on it right away. But we gotta knock on the Minister of Security. We gotta knock on the police department, the head of the police. We gotta knock on the Prime Minister's door. We gotta keep knocking on their door because we have to get close to this kid because the kid lost his life for no reason of his.
Yeah.
And they know it. They know they can't get away with this.
Yes.
They can only run, but they're not supposed to be able to hide nowhere.
Them not sleep good at night time, them not sleeping properly at night time.
They cannot sleep good. Try to get, if you could ever get a word into they will call it the Homeland Security here, like that, this something like that wrong. Remember, you can't do that to get them out there. When they get word into their ears that this person commit a vicious crime in Jamaica and hide in the US and return back to the US, we can't get it back on there. The government is not interested. The DOJ is not doing anything to get it back. Can we do something to get him back there, so we can get some closure of this case?
We have people working, man. We have people serious. Let me tell you, so we have an army of ninjas.
Yeah.
Army of ninjas.
You say that all the time. You say that all the time. You had an army of people working on that. You got to know that. But I want to hear that somebody said, we're gonna search for her, we're gonna bring her back to the country, but she makes face some kind of justice, some kind of interrogation, something to get somebody to talk something. I don't know if Mr. T don't want to, he's not talking anything. I guess the police are not doing anything, as you said, they're not doing anything. They give up.
Yeah, but the thing is this though, like Mr. T, if the police them don't make him talk, somebody are gonna make Mr. T talk.
That's what I say. Somebody have to grab him. You have to get. Remember, we don't want to say kidnap. We don't want.
Right.
We don't want to go there, but if we can't get it, what I just said, justice come from all different directions. So let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Justice has to come somewhere. Whether from the sky, from the earth, from wherever.
Yeah.
Star, wherever.
Yeah, man.
So all we can do is keep fighting. I'm glad I get to talk to you. I'm trying a couple of nights, I'm trying a couple of nights, but I keep calling you.
Yeah, and even if you don't get through like on the live stream, right? You can text me on WhatsApp, right? Text me on WhatsApp so I can like save your name. I like to like know who I'm talking to, Yeah. So when you call, your name will pop up. I'm gonna say, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't that. No, bless up. My name pop up there now, right?
No, me just say K, but don't say name on the ear, but just text me.
Yeah, man, I hit that. I hit that, man.
Yeah, man.
We talk. I definitely keep in touch with you. So keep up the good work, my brother.
All right.
And I hope you make some progress in this, and we will get some progress in it. Until the day when I heard it said, "Oh, he's on the plane with the silver bangle in their hand," I'll be flying down there. Bless him.
Yes. All right. Blessings.
One
Take
love.
care.
One love.
Yeah, man.
Bless.
All right, my people. We're gonna call it a night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another live stream. And we hope that this is going to be the final response to that man on your screen. And we proved tonight that we have lots of circumstantial evidence in this case that would charge Shanique with murder, lesser charge, definitely manslaughter, and charge the rest of them with cover up. Until next time, my people, walk good, stay prayed up. Wanna pray for me? All of the prayer warriors then, pray for YaadBoss. This a battle here, not easy, not easy. Take care, my people. Walk good, walk good.